Alright, so you want to hear some shit? So, when I was little, what happens is my betrothed and I, my matador, he, like I said before, a genome is two halves of the same sphere that come dislodged from one another, are birthed into an energy source of genetic whatever. But we are still magnetically woven and pulled into the same dimension, and by Scion and by it's S-ion, T-ion, the dos photonias, then the it's T, and the Z field of radiological whatever. So now we are one and the same, but biologically he has 7 and I have 8 as far as orifice holes in the body, or for cavity explanation on if you peel down all of the wallpaper down to the white Scion. He and I are the tune together, and you can't get from that. So that's called genome, Genome. They have on the back, I saw on the back of an Islamic car in a neighborhood that is akin with that religious affiliation. I have Catholic and Protestant paper. I never went through any training on Islam or Buddhism or anything else. I never picked up a book either. Excuse me. Anyway, so the 3, it looks like a 3, but it's kind of like a backwards epsilon, with the little cartouche of the side saddle of the next gen, with the eye looking down over with the lunar or the solar module like above it, onto the genome, like our genome, when the eggs split and then he and I are both, and then we come forward, we bring child, and so on and so forth. So anyway, so that whole explanation of whatever, I mean, we call it the OM, the OM, for Spracha, that he and I understand. I mean, we have our own language, if we break it down in diagnostics and mechanics. But the whole thing is that if we knew, we were the ones who were helping on the way in, that the management took an English queen being Elizabeth, and I guess Philip is what I was told his name is, and then some guy named Charles is the son that they had, in an SON platform, but they're not king and queen. So the genome, Genome, the neural network, the last guardianship button that you push on Earth to figure out stuff and keep the humans safe, which already has been requesting, I mean, before we got here, and the management on the surface Earth didn't want to listen to subsurface down in, like, whatever, militarized something, and they put the wrong cunt on the crowny whatever in front of everybody. So they got the names wrong in English, anything. The machine said, if I take down every single one of the human towers out of the equation, and I ask the genome for the name of the male-female pair relationship, like clockwork, it comes up with he and I. So now, if there's a dispute as to a queen, one and only, and one king, it is he and I. That's how you know. So now, where did we lose all area royal specials that want to be treated with like some gratitude and like they're so loyal? To whom? You've been loyal to the wrong queen. There is no king on your paperwork except for my betrothed. So now, where are we in this English United Kingdom? And then when we peeled back, it was like a all-out, sold-out stadium of like, all right, fine. Like, you know what? Fine. I'll come meet whatever your new queen, whatever you keep claiming. I mean, I haven't heard anything good, but whatever. Coming into a meeting. Right. So he and I are sitting in Compass in time capsule, and these, I can't see them, walks into whatever they're doing in sold-out assembly, and there's names on list, by the way, and the thing is that it's like harem, like as in a harem of women, like, because I know that's like a menage a trois, like that's like really sexual speak, like we don't like to speak about phallic things in broad daylight or in mass pubic public. It's like, oh my god. Right, yeah, that's what harem sounds like to me. I'm like, well, it's slightly respectable. I mean, like, what do you mean by harem? Like, it could go either way. I mean, like, I think somewhere there's a man named Harem who wants to be respected, which I want to give him. It's his people that he leads that is making his name sound like a pubic phallic mess. There's Hiram. Oh, no, Hiram's the one who has all the disgusting... Oh, my God, no. I get a visual when... Like, thanks, take that one away. Right, yeah, but, you know, Harem and Hiram sound a little similar in English when you're trying to lead a team, and one of them's really different than the other. Yeah, you know, it's really funny how you all seem to know these things in one group and circle, yet you don't do anything that the genome needs in order to correct your future, the children's future, and the neural network that we're having a problem with. That's going to guarantee that, like, you stay in some kind of cycle that looks congruent with what you were used to this time. So, now, here we are at, you've known, you did absolutely nothing. Oh, and then I had the new, like, retarded scientists of, like, like, automaker money scientists, like, my father was helping Ford and now we switch over to Hyundai so this way we can keep money. And these are the white people. I'm not even talking about the disgusting venereal disease because they're a little more helpful, and they were like, oh, no, we found out, and we were like, no. Yeah, I get it. I'm not saying all you are bad. I just got large lists of bad. So anyway, so now there's the rocket people who then opened the Forbidden Library and Forbidden University to all of the world's criminal children. And I don't mean like criminal, like little stuff. Like I took a pack of gum when I was little. Right, yeah, no, I'm talking like criminals. Like they sat down at somebody else's steak dinner and they're like, I'm going to eat me some ribs and I'm going to have their baked potato and I'm going to drink their wine and like, this is the giant's meal. Right? Those level criminals. And then they're like, no, what are you talking about? This has always been my meal. No, I was watching when you took it. I have it on video and I'm not fucking buying your fucking shitbag story. So now here's the thing, those criminals, those scientists, right, they're like, you have to understand, they're like crack addicts, like drug addicts, like the street drug addicts. The ones that you all are like, oh no, they have to be put in prisons, they're not safe to like go outside, they're not safe for the other kids. Right, I feel the same way about scientists and teachers. So now, like, I mean, it's like crazy criminal. They're like, no, but you don't understand, like, they gave us this, like, new project, and then they were like, here you go, and then they were like, oh, wait, no, you can't go, no, oh, we gotta forget about this one. Yeah, that's what criminals usually do when they give you some big meal that doesn't belong to you, and then they take it away like Candyman. Right, that's the devil's work, and that's what Philip, Charles, and all their merry band of English idiots in London were doing. So now, here's the thing, those guys, right, I had a light scientist meeting at, like, say, like, NASA level, and I'm like, see, here's the thing. You don't wear skins right now. I don't, like, again, no clothes, no skins, but like no human flesh. I just have your human construct telepathically direct. We're in our director's chairs in skins and clothes, and we're just telepathically communicating with our physical and your construct, since we have essence allowance, and we have to figure out which one of you are so broken that you're hurting us. So they're like, yeah, but no, no, you don't understand. Like, they gave us these projects, and like we were so excited to like take them apart. And we're like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, and then we want to put them back together because that's what like mechanics and like gear things, and like it makes us really excited. And did anybody, like, I mean, what about the warning label? I mean, like, to get to those lists of exciting things and parts that you broke apart and now we're trying to put back together, you're like, oh my god, I don't speak this language. It doesn't, I'm not biogenetically engineered kin enough to be able to put this together. No. Down in Virginia, when I got pregnant with Alex, when I was on special mission alone, in the house, just Benjamin, Daniel, and myself, Alex in the womb, and Jason nowhere to be found. He was in New York, in NYPD, by the way, like checking in every day. Right, yeah, I was in Washington area, Virginia. By DC, just like 2 hours out, with a whole lot of employees from DC, by the way, that lived in my neighborhood. Anyway, so now living there, one of the Quantico, like I think Quantico, not like the FBI, somebody specials, I don't know what the fuck they do there. Is there a lab there or something? Who knows? You guys don't tell me anything. But anyway, these are like guesses. Yeah, well, I'm the GUI, so it's like a SS. Is that right? Oh, never mind. So now somebody inside there is working on Project. It's my Ruzzle, Ruzzle, and they were trying to put it together without my piece, without my input. And I don't know if they invited just Mark as one half of the genome and said, let's put this together, just you and us, like just the guys. Well, that's never gonna work. All area stupid fucking useless. We need, for safety, the two measures to be put together, and then the Ruzzle just gets, like, just, we can put it back together, like, with your help, but, like, we'll just sit there and monitor your attempt at getting it right, so this way we don't hurt the other people, and the time requirement. But they didn't want to go for that. So now this is the level of insolence, ignorance, cooperation from the people who claim that they're managing some shit. I've got criminals in London hiding the fact that they stole a crown, they stole a whole lot of science projects, they spread semen and projects like monkeys in the jungle, and then they lied to a whole bunch of people, and then now the other people are like, no, 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 this one's mine. No, we paid for this one. You paid with it how? Right, yeah. You never paid for anything. I know you paid them pounds, right, but that's a currency. I'm talking pounds of flesh. Because I said, do not make a science project anywhere in the world or teach it unless you're willing to give us back weighted quantity on like a gem scale. They have the little weights of measure on one side. They're like metal, and then on the other they have the gems, the beautiful gems. Great. So your human flesh that you keep telling me is so beautiful and so wonderful. Great. You're on the gem side. I need the metal weights to weigh out, and then take all those beautiful gems and destroy them. Because it's pound for pound. Right, so the physical flesh, not the, like, gemologist gems. We're doing, like, animal gems of humans that thought they were beautiful, and we tend to differ.